enormous specimen of a man, undefeated, he's got it all.
Live Sunday on Fox Sports. This is Sports Center Asia.
Welcome to Sports Center Asia. Phil Murphy and Kay Murray here.
Bringing you the highlights, telling the stories, and dropping the knowledge on the sports that matter to you.
They're going to have to change the way they play.
It's very hard to find a 7-footer.
The best in sports from Asia.
Also had a dominant, brilliant, all-conquering campaign.
And around the world. Sports Center Asia. Weeknights at 7:30 and 10:30.
This year, in the Dalmatia Ultra Trail 2019, the organisers tried to maintain the basic goal of the event, which is to offer runners a challenge filled with stunning views, but they also gave 3 options to the competitors. The Mountain Dutt over 118 kilometres, the Sea Dutt over 55 kilometres, and the Ethno Dutt over 18 kilometres.
Dut zbog svojih ljepota, jasno, prirodnih, kulturnih, povijesnih i turističkih, kud utrka prolazi, to sve što ima naše ovo područje, sigurno može spadati u top manifestacije ovakvog tipa u svijetu.
This year, over 700 runners from 30 different countries were charmed by the stunning beauty of the region's diverse natural and cultural landscapes, as well as the event's excellent organisation. This year, the longest race, the Mountain Dutt, encompassed a night start in the stone amphitheatre of ancient Salona. Lit only by torches and moonlight, with the rhythm of drums, the runners started their 118-kilometre-long adventure, which lasted 14 hours for the fastest and as long as 30 hours for the slowest contestants. At noon the next day, Gilles Klipfel finally arrived at the finish line, and he inscribed his name in a very closed circle of the Dalmatia Ultra Trail winners. The Frenchman covered the distance in just 14 hours and 43 minutes.
A bit tired and a bit ill here, the knee, because of the long downhill in the rocks. It was difficult, I'm not used to that. The first part was very technique with rock and the grass. I broke my 2 batons, and so it was technical the beginning, then it was a little bit easier.
In the women's race, it was Germany's Juliane Ilgert who won the race after 19 hours and 8 minutes.
I was so emotional. The whole downhill, I was just crying like, oh, I'm the first woman. And that's so just great, because it was so hard. It was such a hard fight. And then it's just so gorgeous when you win this race, when you have fought hard like that. It's truly awesome.
We stay in Croatia and trail running in order to witness all of the action in the Dalmatia stage run. This is a trail running race over 5 stages, taking place in some of the most beautiful scenic locations on the Dalmatian Islands coast and hinterland. Participants for 5 consecutive days had to challenge themselves and break through their limits. Each day, each stage took place over an average length of 20 kilometres with 850 metres of altitude gain. The total length of the race was 102 kilometres with a total ascent of 4,430 metres. The race started from the small town of Supetar on the island of Brat. During their race, competitors had the chance to taste some domestic delicacies as the locals provided refreshments to welcome the participants. The second and third stages brought the athletes to the Dalmatian hinterland and its diverse terrains, from easy and runnable parts to some more technical sections. At the end of the third day, although this was the hardest stage so far, everyone was thrilled with the beauties they'd enjoyed along the way. The penultimate day was intense, since the leading runners had to really make their move if they wanted to be in with a chance of finishing on the podium. The course was slightly hilly, but technically it wasn't so demanding, giving the chance for some very fast times. After crossing the bridge connecting Sjóvar and the mainland, the race finished in Tregear, the city under the protection of UNESCO, often called an open-air museum. The last stage found runners in Velka Luka, and the end was within sight of this, the first edition of the Dalmatia stage run. Over 5 days, the runners had a chance to live and breathe this unique race and experience a variety of landscapes. In the end, Stefan Tassani-Prell from Germany claimed the top spot in the men's category, finishing the 104-kilometre race in 11 hours and 24 minutes. Sigrid Lindlacker, also from Germany, was the fastest woman, completing the race in 13 hours and 56 minutes. The event, full of so many unique running moments, concluded with an impressive prize-giving ceremony where the winners enjoyed the warm applause and had the chance to relax, dance and have some fun.
Let the world know you are ready!
A very warm welcome to the US Open. Incredible stuff. That is world class. It's game on inside Ash.
Welcome along to the Hungarian Grand Prix. It's an absolute cracker for the drivers. All the ingredients are there. Let's see how it unfolds. Done. And we are off. Tight early battle here. It's time for MotoGP to rumble. Nice 1-2 from Gastelum. That's how you go to a new state.
Perfect technique, perfect timing.
It is all over.
Get ready for more adrenaline-fueled, hard-court action.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go.
After a thrilling race weekend, switch gears with me and my crew to recap the pivotal moments and talking points from the chaotic world of motorcycle racing.
You have never seen anything like it in your life. It's showtime.
Two Wheels, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on Fox Sports.
Round 11 of the Formula One World Championship is done and dusted. On this episode of the Hungarian Grand Prix Race Review, we look at Alpine finally coming true to their promise.
Esteban Ocon is going to be a Grand Prix winner in Formula One. Ocon wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Yeah! Woo!
Wow, 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 wow. Allez Alpine, allez les Bleus, yes, yes!
Chaos and confusion sees Mercedes on the back foot.
Bottas took out both Red Bull cars and caused an entire mess.
We are sorry, guys. That's it.
Race leader is the only driver who's not come into the pit lane to change tyres.
And Red Bull Racing's championship lead spirals downwards.
Oh, it was a dreadful first corner for Max Verstappen. Sergio Perez is right down there as well. This is Red Bull tumbling down the order quite dramatically in these opening stages.
Rain, crash, strategy, overtakes, the hunger roaring had it all. Let's get started on the look back from Budapest.
What a late move, what a late lunge. They're going wheel to wheel now. There have been so many different leaders in this race, so much drama. Hamilton is a 7-time champion of the world.